go. Woo, man. I tell y'all, man, the magic of the internet. Happy Friday, everybody. Come on in. Come on in.
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
I tap in, you tap out, huh?
Oh, my goodness. Look like my camera's unplugged here. What did I got going on, boy? This internet, boy. They playing with my internet. Like, they be doing anything, too, man. They do. They be doing anything, like how is my internet? Wow. Yeah, anything to throw it off, right?
Are we live?
If y'all didn't notice that, witness that, y'all be thinking I'm just making stuff up, right? Just camera just go out. Just, man, it's all
Can
good.
they even see us? Because I have you on other screens and I don't see us.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I see you. I see me. It is, man. The distraction is real. That's what I should have named tonight's show, The Distraction. The Great Distraction. Good gracious. Because that's something we need to talk about. They want to start off flat. I mean, come on, man. Fighting us on every end, you know. Won't even tell nobody to show.
Sorry.
But we gonna do it anyway. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? China was in here first. Beth Mikey's on the mic. Yes, indeed. Sherry Core. I see you. Rosie Sampson. Moretta. What's up, Moretta? Jen's Love Life. Andrea Davis. Sherry Core. Anointed Fingers. What's up? Only Me TT. What's up, TT? Case Team Couture. Okay. Case Team Couture. In here. What's up, everybody? Sharon Shepard. What it do? What it do? Kimberly Ortiz in the building. Cynthia Sunflower. I see you. Taja T. Callie. There it is. What's up, Moretta? Kimberly. Yeah. Holly White. Beth Mikey. Taja. Jen. Mojo. What's up, Mojo? How you feeling? How you feeling, China? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's good. I'm just sitting here waiting on my daughter to call me. She's in the birthing center waiting to give birth. So.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Your grandma.
Thank you. Not yet. We're hoping that it don't come yet because they were saying that they're going to have to send it to a hospital like an hour away because the lungs have not developed.
Gotcha. What's up, Jack?
Yeah, so we kind of hoping she can hold off for that 6 more weeks, you know.
Hold it back. Yes, indeed. You got to be able to hold it back. Put it in there and hold it upside down a little bit. Yeah, you know, that's what they do.
Thanks, guys.
That's how my son was born. His mama was in the hospital, legs up. Woo, man, all types of blood pressure things, pushing the blood to circulate because had to keep the legs elevated. for about 3 months. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Goodness gracious. And that
That's
boy
crazy.
all that boy.
I already have the demon child here, and now she's about to have another demon. She spoils her boys.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it be.
Yeah.
But good gracious, he be terrible. He be terrible. He be terrible acting. There go Keith. What's happening, Keith? What's
Hey.
Keith? You all right? Everything all right?
Nine, all right. It's a rough week, man.
It's been a rough.
The whole country is hard.
Well, that means y'all know what that means, everybody. You're gonna get a good one tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, getting started, first and foremost, can I say, I just want to start off by thanking God Almighty. Yes.
Yeah.
God Almighty. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Camera went out again.
Yeah.
Y'all see
You
that?
pray that this works. Pray against all these technical difficulties.
Man, there it is. I mean, it is what it is. It's like they want me to do the show like this, right? For real. I'm telling you what it is. Guys, my face represents. Hold up. Let me just put this on here because this starting to get on my nerve. It's starting to get on my nerve here. Let me just go to the other camera to see if it's just the cameras, right? Because it starts getting on your nerve, and it's already because they want that energy to be off. Why? Because you in here, because you in here. What is it? Okay, here go the other one. Can I get that one?
Yeah, that's working.
So we get something going, something gonna be going.
They can't stop nothing. They gonna try to do what they do.
Goodness gracious. And I'm saying I'm flattered.
Man, Beyonce mad at you.
Just unplugged me again. Just unplugged me again. Like, hey, looks like your camera's unplugged. Or select another camera.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is the topic?
Real life.
I really expect you to take them back.
That's real. Listen, that's real life right there, y'all.
Yes, it is.
Real life.
Like nothing happened.
Oh wow. It's just too much, man. And that's what it is. So guys, hold up a second, man. Goodness gracious. That is the level of what I have to deal with, guys. Y'all be thinking that I just, I got it made in the shade somewhere. And it's like good people. Good people. It ain't like that. Wow. Look at that. And then it's saying this the picture you gonna get.
That was my early days.
You could think I was making it up.
Oh my God.
Witnessing this, you would think I was making it up, man. It's like, yeah.
Sorry.
Because, and then it tries to change the focus, right? So of course, it's like, well, let's change the focus. Let's make it about what you look like, and let's make it about, something that it's not. So what we're gonna do today is, guys, first and foremost, first and foremost, we're gonna start out thanking God, because that's what it is. That's how you start. That's how you're gonna finish. Okay. Yeah. Listen, y'all gonna see all kind of crazy stuff happening to me, simply because that's how serious the powers that be want. And this is how narcs go to war. This is how war. This is what it looks like. Because you're sitting. So it's looking like I'm trying to adjust my camera and I can't get the camera right. Guys, this is the type of distraction that they put out there for you.
Yep.
You focused on this over here and they just threw you off focus. On you totally off focus. Now you're out of the game. You can't figure it out. You're blurry. You're doing everything but focusing on this devil. You're doing everything but focusing on what's right in front of us. And it's right in front of us. But that's the tool of a narcissist. That's the devil's only tool to stay hidden. And I represent light. Yeah. Okay. I come representing light to shine a bright light on this devil. I'm here to simply shine that light on it. I'm here to pull that unveil, because once he is unveiled, once you see him, he has no power. He has no power. Okay? None. That is what we're here talking about, guys. So y'all gonna have to forgive me. It's my whole, I wouldn't be shocked if this whole computer just blow up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how serious it is. Right now, we live in a time, in a day, in an age. Guys, every day of your life going forward, every day of your life, you're going to feel this energy that you feel already. You feel it every single day. Everybody feels it. Lots of people trying to act like it ain't what it is. It is what it is. Okay?
For sure.
It is what it is. And I want you to know that you're going to see that going forward every day. You're just going to feel it more and more, because we are in that time that we've always heard about, man, them last days and this and that. That's what we live in right now. It's going to be calamity. It's going to be wars, rumors of war, sickness, and you name it. It's right here. But guess what? Guess what the illusion that they have us stuck on, that's going on out here right now. The distraction that they got us distracted with right now. They got us man against woman. Good God. Ain't that what it's saying there? Somebody pull that up. In this day, the child will be against the parents, the mother will be against the father. Man, the young will be against the old. It's in there. That's in there. Somebody put that verse in here. Come on. Where you at tonight, Keisha? What you doing?
But you know what, Harry?
See my
you know what? It's all coming out now, because they're crashing out. You see the guy from Michigan State, the coach, you see what's happening with him and how he has been exposed. And then we somehow believe that when they're cheating or being with someone else, that other person is really wanting to be with them. That girl has shown that she helped destroy a family, and at the same time was gathering evidence to destroy him as well, which she did. And that's what goes on. And we don't know this, because while the narc and that person is laughing at us for what they're doing to us, that other person is laughing at that narcissist as well, because of what they're going to do to them in the end too.
There you go.
It's all held and broke loose. Okay. This is what what we have to understand, because this is wrapping up. Christ is getting his bride ready. The narcissists, they were just assignments, demonic assignments, to bring utter destruction and hopefully prevent you from your destiny and rob and steal you of your inheritance. They have given themselves over to the devil. Like they serve him.
But hold it 1 second. Because when that distraction happened, that was what it was for.
Yep.
Because I was thinking God first. Guys, don't sleep on everything you see. Okay, I ain't set this up. We're not going to pretend that the internet just got a mind of its own. Okay, what we not going to do We're not gonna pretend that it ain't people in rooms controlling everything.
Yep.
Okay. We still gonna thank God first. We're gonna put God first. Because God is first. Because that's what it is. And don't nobody want you in that place where you getting yourself connected to God, where you finding God, or in places where you never thought, wow, whoa, hold up. Okay, we ain't in this room for nothing.
Right.
Nah, man. Life don't work like that. No coincidences here. Life does not work like that just for that purpose.
Yeah.
Here for a divine purpose,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen.
And the funny thing about it, as I look around too, I thought, that us using this word and everybody just throwing it around, that it would like kind of fizzle out. But I'm starting to see more and more channels sprout on this situation, because for a minute they had died down, but now it's like more people coming out, starting channels, talking about this stuff, because this is an epidemic. The government is not recognizing this because they are the narcissists. They are the epidemic. They are the cause of everybody's destruction at this point. And they throw distractions out there so we won't see what's going on behind the scenes. And now when you got more channels coming out of one that's prominent like this one that's been out a while, they have to throw a wrench in it every now and then to mess things up. And that's exactly what they're doing tonight. They're trying to stop this message, because I feel like we have something good to say tonight. And I feel like that they are really trying to stop this.
Right. They want people to stay broken. Like, they don't mind promoting the channels that's constantly talking about the hurt, but they don't want you to talk about what it takes to fight this narcissistic demon, because behind everybody's narcissist, there was a principality, and the government serves that. They serve Jezebel, and they promote everything that's a Jezebelic agenda. They promote them letters. They promote the all of the stuff, the women feminist stuff. And it's not women feminists as far as helping women. It's the feminists for their agenda. It's to put women in a situation to where they might get them separated. They'll promote a certain culture, but then when that woman really is struggling, they leave them hanging dry, and then they want them to turn to the streets. That's the government's agenda, because they are all the way sold out to the devil and to Jezebel. They even got Jezebel name on their planning and their paperwork on how they gonna launch this. That's why the laws are so lenient to certain things that are horrible, like even with the children. Like, it's certain things that Jezebel is over: destruction of the family, destruction of the children, destruction of the home and the church. And a lot of people on here have they have giftings, like a lot of times if you dealt with a Jezebel, you have a prophetic anointing. You're dreaming, you're doing all of this stuff that's probably got robbed from you from the beginning. And Jezebel goes after those people, those called out generational curse breakers. That's why we endured so much. But this channel, it don't just tell you, okay, you dealing with a horrible narcissist, they crappy, they cruddy, they all of that. We know they horrible, but also give you the tools on what you need to look for in them and how to fight back. Because after the Jezebel,
and that's the thing too. I didn't mean to cut you off, Keisha. That's the thing too. We humanize these monsters. They throw a name on it and make it seem like it's a disorder. But we humanize these people and show that they are very shitty people. Oh, my daughter. I'm sorry. My daughter just texted me. She's been released. So she's not going to give birth, thank God. Yes. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for that text and that call, but I'm glad. But I forgot what I was going to say.
We forget that these things is monsters, even though we done seen one of their bodies in the bed and the other body standing over you. But we forget that that's a whole little demon out in there that might look like them every now and then.
And you know something?
That's what you were saying.
I want to say something as well, in reference to the title tonight. The Narc expects you to take. Hold on. Say thank you to the chat. I didn't say thank you to the the members. I did not say thank you to the sponsors. I want to thank you all. Yes, I do.
Thank
I did not forget any of the sponsorship. Of course, Connie. Yes, I did. Hey, good gracious. Man, ladies and gentlemen, let me say that we are in a space right now. We are in a space right now that everything in your life you're going to see changing. Man, they predict next year. Ladies and gentlemen, next year going to be different for everybody. It ain't some people that's going to see this.
next year to last year.
Be real different for us, y'all. It's already here. And if you ain't seeing it, you better thank God. I don't know where you at, but you better thank God that you're not seeing it. But I think we all seeing it. We all seeing it. And it's coming down on everybody. I want y'all to understand it ain't nothing going on in your life that everybody not getting a taste of. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Everybody getting a little taste of it, hearing it. Listen. Today, I'm riding early in the AM, driving my car. And I was blessed today because I woke up. It was a good day, feeling good, wonderful day. Breathing, appreciating life. And a deer, a buck, chasing a fawn, crashed into my
A deer crashed into your car.
crash, and I mean crashed.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
He hit the front headlight. And when he hit the headlight, I mean, his one horn went into the headlight, and the other horn went into the fender, and literally tore the fender out. Body smacked the whole rest of the side of the car. I mean, I'm pretty sure he totaled that car. I'm pretty sure he did. And all I'm saying is that in a day where we be thinking stuff like, man, yeah, the doe is the female, so they chase the females. That's right.
Oh my God.
Female, that's why, guys, when you see a deer run across the road, slow down, because it might be running because it's a buck chasing. If you catch that buck like I caught him. I mean, he smacked the car going so fast. He crashed the whole side of the car. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it's total. They're going to take it on Monday. But again, so at the end of the day,
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry that happened.
I'm so glad you're okay, though.
Yeah.
Trying to tell y'all, I'm here. I'm with y'all tonight. I was like, wow, had those horns stuck through the door the way they stuck through the front of the car?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me show y'all. Show y'all the front of the car. My. Let me show y'all what it looked like, because boy, oh boy, it was not pretty. It will not pretty at all. No, sir. Can you see which camera is on here?
Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
So that's where the horns were over the top of the tire. Yeah. So if that would have been the door, that he would have stuck that horn right in me somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So,
Or the window.
He could have came crashing through the window, But usually I think the windows, it would kind of go upward. I hope anyway. I hope it wouldn't crash through that window, because good gracious, that would have been ugly. And I wouldn't have been ready for all that. I wasn't ready for it. When it happened, though, I didn't panic. I guess, I just felt kind of protected. Anyway, I simply wanted to say, that guys, we take so much for granted. We take for granted that we having the worst day in the world, and Our life is, this, that, and the third. And guys, everybody on here who got car insurance, you already know what you got to go through when you got to make a claim.
Oh yeah.
You already know. Insurance companies so treacherous out here. I don't even want to. I already called them, but I didn't even want to call them. I was like, oh man, I don't even want to hear this. They're gonna be talking about more money.
The deductible.
We already fighting because it's already an insurance scam going on all over. They hitting us on homeowners insurance. They hitting you on your car insurance.
Yeah.
And then this month in healthcare, good God.
I seen that.
Do y'all understand what's about to happen with healthcare? The Healthcare Act that he was determined to destroy. Do y'all know what they get to do to us who need healthcare?
They taking away everybody's.
Well, let me say it in the terms in which the lead and head narcissist is actually twisting it in us or about to twist it in us.
Yeah.
So obviously things are coming up where they didn't come to an agreement on this healthcare reform. And they get ready to be able to just charge us what they want. So guys, whatever you paying now, you ain't gonna be paying and then with no reform on them, that means they get to charge, just keep raising it. They just get to keep raising. That's, guys, we live in a place that literally it's bad. It's bad because this is what happens when you don't have a national product. This is what happens when we don't have factories in our country that produce something for the world, for the people in the country. When other countries clothe us and feed us, that means we're not even self-sufficient anymore. That means we're dependent upon other people's product. Guys, what I'm saying to you is that, and this is on a larger scale, that when you can't feed yourself, and we cannot, that means somebody else is in control of your fate. Somebody else feeds you, that person controls you, because that's life. You eating every day, that's life.
Yeah.
Pretend about it. So we're dealing with another situation where we're being distracted. We're always going through these distractions and whatnot.
Nice.
Every day we trying to figure out, what is it now, right? What now? Like, come on, man. Every time I figure this out and get that together, now here we go with this over here. Everything, y'all. Everything gonna keep going off and going off and going off because, again, that distraction. We listen, when we not walking around distracted, when you aren't walking around distracted, when you start seeing things for what they truly are, you're gonna act different. And the powers that be already know it. You're gonna act different. You're not gonna be as controllable as we are. We wonder for years why are they taking the nutrients out of the food? Why are they changing the makeup of the genetics of the food?
Of everything.
That's everything. They're changing it because it helps to create a docile person, a docile mind, meaning you're controllable.
Yeah.
Now that they have everything, you look at the products that they have out here for men and women, but mostly for men, we have products that you gotta eat certain things. You gotta get all of these different not medications, but supplements. You gotta get all these different supplements. They've been extracted from the food because that's what gives you your drive. Okay, that's what gives you your testosterone. And that testosterone is very important in men because testosterone is what makes you stand up like a man. It makes you be a man.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a lion that eats grass. You be like, what's wrong with that? Is something wrong with it?
And see, a lot of
But
people don't know the spiritual root of things. When somebody's testosterone or their estrogen, those are the reproductive hormones, are off, there's usually a spirit spouse that has not been dealt with, because that's what they affect. But because America, the culture from our generation, like all of our generation that could be on here, from the beginning, they have trained and indoctrinated us to trust the Babylonian system.
Mm,
Trust trust this education system, trust this
mm.
healthcare system, trust this government system,
Oh,
trust this business system. Everything is a system, and that's what the beast is. The beast is the Babylonian system. But God told us now, when we see these things happening, and I'm sure no matter what state you're in, you done seen something happening in your sky. The moon being moon that, sky opening up, something going on. We didn't had all these geomagnetic aura storms, whatever they want to call it. But he said when these things are happening, these are the signs. And he doing a separation, but the strong in Christ gonna survive. He said rejoice, because no matter what they try to do, the name of Jesus alone is greater than any of their witchcraft, any of their sorcery, any of they little horse systems that they didn't came up with. Babylonian thing, they get destroyed. The real Babylon over there, that's desolate. So that this is not about to work. But they doing last ditch efforts. Satan only know how to repeat what he trying to do. It's not gonna happen. But what's gonna happen in this next year, because they making an announcement on Christmas, on they little day for Nimrod and Tammuz and them, they little satanic day, they're gonna make an announcement with these governing these 10 things, these nations or whatever, these 10 authorities. That's, we need to be prepared for that, because 2026 in the plan, everything is gonna be real quick, but all hell gonna break loose, because 2027 they want everybody hooked up to the hive, and God's people is not going. We got to seal the Holy Spirit.
You know something else? You know what, guys? We don't usually talk about this stuff, but we gonna talk about it because real talk, to be honest with y'all, man, not talking about it is literally sinful at this point. It's really actually sinful at this point because, guys, we are all in a place that is under a serious attack. A very serious, and I'm talking about financially. Good God, if y'all don't see it coming, man, ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to really say to help you see it. Honestly, if you don't see it already, and I mean right now, I'm talking about y'all with the best jobs. If you don't see what's happening and coming your way, I don't even know if you're gonna hear it from anybody. You ain't gonna hear it until you ain't gonna hear it. Even when they take everything from you, because that's what's coming next. I mean, all your minds today about, and it's him and his wife. Both of them have their jobs. Both of them. And you know, we live in the same state. And they said he told me they just sold their house. And I was like, what? What's going on? Y'all getting something else? He's like, man, we sold that house because I can't retire because every year the taxes in the state keep going up and this escrow payment keeps going up. If you're not watching how this stuff is, and if you got a house, you see it. If you're renting an apartment, you see it because that rent going up. There's not, and if you listen, if you live in an apartment, you're paying the same thing we pay for the mortgage.
Yeah, that's true.
There's nowhere.
And they taking your money. I can't even go there with them. I'm telling you, this whole Babylonian system. I was like, I was like, God, I'm really trying not to go there because I know you got a plan. I'm not trying to be the oatmeal.
You might as well go there because
the organization system, the narcissist. My daggone lawyer a narcissist. I'm like, how you a narcissist? And they
lawyer, narcissist. Is that a question for real?
I'm really like, dang. I'm looking at them talking like, You a narcissist? Oh my gosh! How did? I mean, the narcissist is just taking over, and they do condescending things. But the whole goal is to make your life as miserable as possible.
That's it.
They all serving the same devil, and they get their orders, and their orders are you or the target. It don't matter if you have your own. They got a Babylonian system, about 5 of them that watch what you do.
And let me say this. Let me say this while it's on my mind real quick. So, guys, again, I'm talking about everybody. You in a home, you in an apartment, you rent a condo, whatever you doing, renting or buying, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Everything went up.
I think it's different. It's the same thing.
I mean, because
they're saying,
you know
what you say?
Now I was gonna say, you know what I'm learning with these electric bills now? Back in the day, you used to just unplug everything and your bill wouldn't be high. Hell, I've been doing that every day and my bill still was $115.
$15.
That's free for me.
$115, and I was unplugging everything. I mean, everything.
I need you to come to my house.
Me too.
You got a $15 electric bill.
Right.
That's another thing. So you look at your utilities, and I live in my house by myself. I'm only in about 3 to 4 rooms in this house. Okay, and I'm telling you, monthly, when my electric bill is cheap, it's about $300, somewhere in that area. When it's cheap, and I ain't even got no pool in my backyard no more. I'm calling electric company like, where is it going? Who? For who? I ain't got but one refrigerator. But it's your electric, your utility bills, your gas, your water bill. Guys, they coming at us from every angle, and I'm about to say something that everybody in here gonna feel. That grocery store, they gonna have to have the military at the grocery store in a minute. They charge so much money. You walking in, they're gonna have the military there, or they're gonna have a blood bank in there where you like, hey man, I'm gonna drop 2 pints of blood in here and I'm gonna get some groceries. Because that's how expensive everything is getting. So, and why is nobody even talking about why is it so expensive right now? Why is it so expensive right now? What happened this time last year versus every year before?
We at the end of the age.
What
I
happened?
put a song out, literally called The Truth. 2020, when I seen what was inside of them things, I said, okay, so if they do this, they do this. God started revealing some things. He was like, you got to get my people ready. Because what they are unleashing and what they are doing now, they sending gene editing kits to the houses. Like if you got a practice or something, they asking you, do you want to do this research? So it's billions of people making billions of species. The flood, God had a problem with that. He got a problem with it now. So he just trying to get as many people together because they're trying to build an army to fight Christ. That's not going to happen. We're going to show up into this. So what we have to do is know that our trust and our faith have to be in Christ. It's not going to be in the system. They want everybody stamped up because that's what they're going to do. They rolling it out next year. You see, they making announcements. Every time they make an announcement, think of it like if they say 2029, they mean 2026. They're going to blindside you about 2 to 3 years earlier. So we have to always think, if they say 2030, that's when the world going to end. No, we got to think 2027 because I've seen so many documents. They are on schedule. And now you got one of their pagan holidays coming up, the winter solstice that's coming up. They're going to do a bunch of stuff. It's going to be decisions made. They're going to change the world. We pray against that. Then they're going to have New Year's when they worship Janus. They're going to change the world then. And they're going to do something around Easter when they worship Ishtar. And then summer solstice in June. These are the changes, the timelines that they changes. So as believers, because when they narcissists, they occultists. Narcissists worship the devil. That's occultists. And that's what we got in office right now. Some of them ain't even real, but they narcs. They narcissists.
But you know what?
And don't care.
I think that the 2 biggest sins that America, well, the world really vibe by is lust and greed. those two lead to everything else, to murder, everything else, because people lust after money, after people, and their greed forces them to do the things that they do, whether it's take advantage of the poor. Because think about it, these jobs that we work for, these wages, and these people who own these companies, their kids will never work in these places.
No.
Never. And if they did, they up in headquarters somewhere.
Yeah,
We're up in corporate somewhere getting paid the big dollars, because they are opening a Dave and Buster's here. And Iowa is a red state, and their minimum wage is still $4.
Who?
Especially, yes, if you're working. My son worked at Chili's.
No way.
His wages was $4 and he lived off tips. Now they're opening a Dave and Buster's here and saying, oh, we're going to pay you $7 an hour now in tips. This is how they are taking advantage of people, and they know people need these jobs, but they will never put their kids in these places to work for that type of money. These kids grow up privileged. They inherit these companies. And I went to the grocery store, I saw somebody say that it takes $200 a week for groceries, basic groceries in New York. I spent $200 last week on groceries, and still it ain't lasting a week. Because food has gone up. Walmart used to, that big old long thing of ground beef used to buy. I remember when that used to be like $20. It's $44 now. They're like, yes. They're like, the price has gone up on food. They're sneaking these prices in on us. And you know, when they go up on prices like that, it's hard for them to come down. And if they do, they don't budge a lot. So even if it go on sale, it's probably going to take $3 off. You still paying $41 for this.
We at this is a prophecy. We're gonna have them scales where it say, you know, the it's gonna be off, like it's gonna be costing a lot more for a little. We are at that prophecy. We at that stage of prophecy. We about
Let me say this, Keisha, before you continue. I just want to put this on everybody's mind. If y'all notice, Walmart don't even do that rollback no more. It's been a long time. They used to do rollback prices. When the last time you saw Walmart do rollback? I just wanted to say that.
Stay away from them Walmart. Sometimes once the stuff hit the fan, they gonna say, go to your local Walmart. That's why it looked like a camp. But that's where, I mean, we just have to use wisdom, because we are dealing with narcissists. They do want us under their control. Like if we gonna relate all of this to the title, the government, they need to have a buy-in. Like the more people that they can deceive, the less they will have to try to enforce. And so if they trying to deceive people to willingly want to do these things, like, oh, this safety and protection and this peace and all of that. No, he said when it say peace and safety, sudden destruction. So they making that announcement Christmas, sudden destruction. And we just have to go back to what God say. We, you know, a lot of times people kind of get away from that because they're like, well, this one wrote this, and then we went to all of these different ones. But it's strange how, like, and it's actually accurate. God's word is still happening. Like the Bible is still coming to fruition the way that it say that it is. Like it's still
somebody
happening.
said tariffs. You know what? That's just a word that they throw out there. It has nothing to do with it. Tariffs is just a pretty word for power. It's a power struggle. Countries fighting over power for food, for whose food the best, where the food's going to come from. That's all that is. That's a power struggle.
I'm going to say that's just an outright lie.
Yep.
Outright lie.
It's a straight line.
Guys, what they're saying is, what they're really saying to us right now is, this country has folded. The economy has crashed. It's we walking around with. Yeah, remember how we was laughing at pesos at one time? We was laughing about that. Yeah, that's what pretty much that dollar done turned into. That's why after next year, I'm going on tape saying right now, you ain't even gonna be dealing with cash no more after this year. After 2026, you ain't even gonna be dealing with cash no more. They wiping that whole slate clean. It's gonna be a reset in this country. Next year, guys. I'm saying this to a lot of people as well. Because you can say anything to some of us, we don't care. It's just like being with the narcissist. We stuck with the narcissist and we're gonna stick it out. We're gonna hang in there through all thick, thin, and everything between. Some of us ain't gonna look outside of it. I want y'all to start looking at the expat situation outside of this country. What thousands of people are doing. Because at one time it was moving from city to city. Mm-hmm. Now you got people getting their passports and getting out of here. And then when you talk to people who have left here, and when they come back to this state that we're in right now, and I recently had a conversation with somebody about this, that had a friend that came back into the country, that had retired and moved out of the country, came back in and was just like, what in the hell is going on over here? Mm-hmm. And was like, man, I got to go. This ain't it. God, there are so many people that are saying flat out, this ain't it. I'm out. And I'm saying all over the world. It ain't like they just moving to one specific place. No. Mm-hmm. People are moving all over the world because we are in a place where the only thing really keeping this place up is our belief in this system. And they know that this soon we will see. You're not going to just be able to not see it. You're sitting here paying. You can't even go to the grocery store and buy one bag of groceries without $300. Fill up one bag of groceries and see what that thing comes to. Even if you don't buy it, go through the grocery store and fill up one bag of groceries and see how much that costs you. That it didn't, and it wasn't like this a year ago. Just 1 year in. This dude been in here 1 year, y'all. And we still got 3 more to go. And it's people still backing it.
But you know what? He may have been in there a year, and by no means do I even care for this man. But it's a whole system. It's all of them. It's just not one person. This is like a chain reaction to a domino effect to everything that's been going on. This country has always screwed its own people. And then, the title is perfect. The narcissist expects us to continuously take them back. And that's what we do. We continuously forgive America for their sins. They create the biggest sins, the biggest war crimes, everything on everybody. And we forgive them. We enable their behavior. We tell them that what they did is okay. And then like with this racism and this slavery, some people are even uncomfortable with you bringing it up because that disturbs their demons and America's demons. We have to talk about the uncomfortable situations. And that's why I don't really talk about a lot of things on here, because I've seen in chats when other people have brought it up that other people get uncomfortable. And I've seen that those certain people have not returned back in this chat because of certain situations. And I try to stay away from that because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but we should be able to talk about anything on here and nobody get offended or feel uncomfortable.
Well, you know what? The thing I look at is, at the end of the day, if somebody think that race is going to save them from what's happening already, that's the fool right there. If you think your race going to save you from, and it's not. Look at the statistics. Yeah. It ain't saving nobody from nothing. That ain't nothing but another barrier to keep the people separated. As long as the powers that be keep the people from being unified, then everybody's under control. Because you got some people who think they got more than the other people. Yeah. It's just rank and file. And that's what makes us more controllable. If we walked around here singing Kumbaya, loving on each other like we treating each other the same and equal,
Yeah.
man, then nobody would be able to control us.
If we did what we were supposed to do and be set apart. He said, I mean, we citizens in the kingdom of God, we soldiers for Christ. What soldier deal with civilian affairs? The government is that Babylonian system is that. But once you have a kingdom inheritance, you got a whole different army and everything. Jesus is still who he is, and his children, they if they knew who they were, the whole point of the narcissist and everything else was to rob people of their identity. But once you know who you are in Christ, you know the authority that you have. He's going to provide for his. He told us when these things happen, he even let us know you're going to see this, and this. Look up and rejoice. Be happy in your tribulations. The enemy going to always know. He going to always try to make it hard. They got sorcerers, prophets, all of them looking at anybody who got the light. So they already know who's chosen, who's not, and they strategically send attacks. But God is greater. When we talk about the stuff that's happening in other countries and the stuff that's going on, like these wars and things, they are fighting kingdoms. I let everybody know what was going on in that Caribbean Marine area where Venezuela and stuff is at. It's a whole kingdom there, and that kingdom is warring against humanity. And the little people up there, they little relatives, they fighting over territories. This don't have nothing to do with what they're telling us. Everything is a lie, and we have to know that everything is a lie that we're hearing and seeing, and we have to stand with truth with Christ. We have to love one another. Love is a power that they cannot break or understand. Love overcomes hate, it overcomes murder, it overcomes all of that. They know if everybody get together in love and we help each other and we actually live the way that Christ wanted us to live, that's what they fear the most. Because
that's
they
what
I in church and they couldn't do nothing with the believers.
I want to say that Franklin said, "Come, Lord, quick! Please don't come, Lord. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I know I'm not going to heaven if you come. I'm not ready yet.
You just come as
I got some things I gotta get together first. I gotta work on me.
You ready? That's all it takes is to be tired of what you see with the Narc.
We going to guys, it's just like this. Now that we have the information, right? Don't think that because when you have guys, I'm gonna say it, and I used to say this all the time, y'all. The hardest test you ever gonna take, the hardest test that you're gonna have in your life is the test that you got all the answers to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hardest test that you're going to take in your life. And guess what? You already got the answers to this test. And that's what's going to make it even more difficult because you know the answer. And guess what, y'all? Now you got to show that you believe the answer. You got to show that you believe it because there's a side of us that still want to trust that narcissist, that still want to believe that maybe this time they not lying. Maybe this time they not lying. And as I said in the title, man, they expect you. They look at you with this level of, they have a power over you. Mm-hmm. They look at us like they have a power over us. And they're saying, when I want to come back, I'm gonna come back. I'll be back.
Yeah.
You need to be open to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's how they look at it. You need to be open to it, and that's what it is. And let's keep that right there where I need you to keep it because I'm in charge. I'm gonna leave out. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do that to you. Guys, they know the things that they have done to you. They know the things that they're doing. They know that they are so hideous that if you have any self-respect, you're going to cut them off.
You know what, Bella? I want to say this to Bella. She has said it a while ago. She says she feels like she has been destiny swapped. Let me say this. It's all an illusion. These people are masters of illusion, and they have you thinking that. But one thing you have to understand is these people do not have God, and you do. So there is no way that they can ever destiny swap with you. They can sell the illusion that they have, but what God has for you is for you, not for nobody else. So that person has not swapped destinies with you. They're just living the illusion and they're selling it to you and you're buying. Don't buy that illusion, because that door is going to open up for you, and it's going to be even better than what you thought you were due. God has something greater for you. That was not for you, whatever it was. He has something greater waiting, and all you have to do is just have faith and believe, and you will see it. I just don't like that you feel that way, because that type of thing will keep you in a depression when you feel like somebody stole something that you should have. They can't steal what God has for you. The devil cannot bless them with what God has for you. He can only sell them the illusion and they can act it out, and it's up to you if you believe it or not.
And belief is faith, and they need to have that to activate something like that, because it's since October. I'm telling you, it's the veil been thin and the coven's doing what they do. But a lot of times when people are like doing destiny swap, it's more than just the narcissist. The narcissist is one catalyst if they were a partner. A lot of times the family roots is the origin. Like you might have the mother or the grandmother or the sister, aunt, somebody that's blood related might be doing some things. So the way the devil creates a storm, his whole goal is to get you shook and get you into doubt, fear, unbelief. And so if he can get that to go and deceive you, your own mind can start making this witchcraft work, because a curse can't land without a cause. It need that doubt, unbelief, and fear, mainly the fear. So what he'll do, things will start messing up. He'll hit the finances, your health. He'll hit the family, like the children. If you have the children, he'll hit all of these areas at once. And then when you kind of getting distracted or shook, then you'll start seeing these supernatural things happening, dreams. Like your dreams might be out, feeling like something attacking you in the dreams, having more nightmares. Things like that will start happening because all of these demons have to work together. Narcissists carry familiar spirits, and familiar spirits, I always say, that's like necromancy. They like a temple for the kingdom of death, with all those demons and decay and destruction and chaos. And they give this chaos energy. And because it's so much happening and we're human, you'll start feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm being destiny swapped, I'm destiny swapping. So it gets you to feel as if the name of Jesus, the power of who he have you to be, is not greater than the whole globe of witches and warlocks, because his name is greater. And when you start taking that authority back, like sometimes you might have to take a break from some people, cut some people off if they acting wicked, and then you have to just get into that time with God. But he will start letting you know and directing you like, no, you are in the palm of my hand. I inscribed you. Can't nobody get to you. But the other stuff is so loud, it seems as if this is bigger than God. And it's not. The narcissist is not bigger than God. And every day you can go there and say, I need my destiny back to me. In Jesus' name, anybody that's trying to destiny swap, I command it to come back to me, return what's mine. And they have to give it back. They have to go. It has to work that way. It's in Colossians 2:14.
And she says she hate that she feel all the anger that he walks around with. I mean, I wouldn't say that you feel the anger that he walks around with. I say it's trauma. Mm-hmm. He inflicted trauma on you. And that's where that anger comes from. I would call it more so pain than anger, because you're feeling the effects of it, and he gets to walk around and use other people to mask his pain and to not feel it. But the good part about it is you get to feel it and you get to grow from it. And the other thing is you can admit that it's anger. They cannot. They blame everybody for everything, even if they have to yell. It's your fault. It's somebody's fault. And that's how they have to walk through life, because they can't look in the mirror and see who they truly are and live with that. And you can. And that's what makes you better than that person, because it's going to come a time when he's going to hit that age where he's going to regret what he did to you, because he's going to see what you did for him. Because they get up in age and nobody wants to wipe their butt. Nobody wants to take care of them. They don't, and they end up in these nursing homes or in hospice care where the nurses have to take care of them, and then they're crappy to these people, and then they get decked in the eye. Laying around with black eyes. And you know that may be his destiny. And that's why I say he didn't destiny swap with you. He just, stole your spotlight for a moment, and you'll get it back.
Spotlight? How?
No, they playing with you.
I mean, you know what? I think that we be believing. The only place that dude is winning is in her head. That's it. The only place he winning is in your head.
Yeah.
You the only one that see him winning, that think he really winning. Again, man, we be sitting back here thinking, and we looking from a distance.
Yeah.
And we really be feeling like, like, man, how were they able to do what they did and just walk off into the sunset?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? You serious? And then by the time you find out all the hell and turmoil that they really living through, that's all it really is. You're not there to see it. And I'm telling you, you don't want to see. Man, listen, believing that a narcissist got it going on and they just living, they stole your spot. They stole your karma? Come on, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, they stole your karma. How?
And that's the thing.
Last I checked, the karma was better than Amazon delivery when it comes to deliveries.
See, but that's what.
And you're going to have a picture of it at your front door. Somebody going to be holding it with an ID. They're going to video record you taking your karma. Your karma is not going to misdeliver that package. He is not somewhere living his best life. Anybody, listen, y'all, the same way you ain't going to never get away with dogging somebody, they not going to get away with it.
And their karma is losing you. You want to see them lose their finances. Maybe, I'm not saying you do, but these are scenarios, maybe even their life, or maybe even their home, or whatever the case may be. But their karma is losing you, because we are a rare breed. And they can't come across us like that. And God sent us to them to be a blessing and to steer them in the right direction. And because they don't like God and they don't like authority, they did not want to comply. And so they fumbled us. And God is not going to send them another angel. He sent them one.
Let me tell you something else. The main reason that you feel away, and you should not feel away, because in your mind, you're thinking they done ran off to somebody that's treating them good and doing all the other stuff, and they ain't got no attitude with that person, and they not really fights with that person. That's what we really be believing, that they went somewhere to act right.
And they the good part, that the acting that they did with us.
Crazy. You got to be crazy if you think a narcissist went somewhere to act right, to do right, to be devoted, to not lie, to stop lying, to be upright, to have integrity. You got to be out your mind if you think that one of them would whatever. That is beneath a narcissist to go out here and treat somebody right. And listen, that's proof if they with somebody that's treating them right. This is what you got to look for, guys, because this is your biggest fear, that they met somebody that's treating them the way that you
That's
treat
fear.
them better than you treated them. That's your biggest fear. Guess what? Guess what, guys? Then you are the proof. I want you to go look in the mirror because you are the proof that they don't want nobody that's trying to do everything for them.
Yeah.
No.
That's going to act right, that's going to treat them right, that's going to give them respect, that's going to love them unconditionally. They don't even want nobody. They're not attracted to nothing like that. So how they going to act for the new person?
They still
roll the dice for validation. They risk it all for validation. It's all for validation. I mean, you did everything. You cooked, you clean. They're not running to somebody that did what you did, cook, clean. They don't care about none of that. They have the lowest self-esteem that one can ever have. And that's why if somebody wink, they gonna roll the dice. They gonna gamble their whole family away because somebody winked at them. They are risk takers. And that's why they go out there and do what they do. It's not about you. It's about them. We personalize what they do to us. It's about them, not about us. It's how they feel in the moment. And the reason they need validation elsewhere is because now you see them for who they are and you can no longer treat them as such. You have to treat them according to the situation, not according to the fantasy that you created for them. That bubble has been bust. Now they're not that person that you wanted to do all these things for, that you wanted to respect, that you can't. They don't give you nothing to respect. And so you can't respect them.
Exactly.
Everything is fear and fantasy.
They ain't showed you nothing to respect. They not showing this other person nothing to respect. They're not respectable. They don't stand on nothing that's concrete. Everything that they are built on is all just built to fall apart. What did God say? Vengeance is His. He will repay. And
they already. Do y'all remember that song like Pimp Daddy? Yo, Pimp Daddy. That's Satan. That Satan ain't Pimp Daddy. Their life it's like an abyss. Like really, they need prayer. They need an intercessor because can you imagine walking around with emptiness and darkness and void all the time? That little stuff they doing with them different people, that's not fulfilling nothing. They have a darkness and a evil and something inside of them that is non-satiable, meaning it has an appetite for wickedness that cannot be satisfied. That devil is gonna wear that body all the way out. And they just constantly rob. They under torment at all times because they live in fear. The Bible tells us fear brings torment. So the things that we fear the most, a lot of times people had trauma in the past and stuff. So it's fear of abandonment. So they abandon us because the thing that you fear the most, that's what Satan is going to do. That's why he told us don't have fear, have faith. And these people are walking around in fear and they're not faithful. There's no faithful like TV and they met the right one this time and they left this family for that. That's TV, Hollywood. We know what that's about. This is not Silicon Valley. We got to remember if you need a POV, what the narcissist will do, that you will catch them in you would just have their child, catch them in a hotel with somebody celebrating the birth of your child with somebody else, and they little tricks and things they got in there, and they doing cigars and all that with the cowboy hat. You would go there, y'all would have a whole fight. Remember, you just had a child, slice their face, blood, there's some things happening, police involved. All of this is happening, and then 2 days later, you still mad at me? Like you calm down yet? I was trying to come over and see my baby. I know you be getting mad and nothing was what it looked like. You blew everything out of proportion and I didn't want you to go to jail. You see, I was telling them that. That's what you're dealing with. Okay, if it was just that they was cheating, like Hario would say, you would be okay with that. It ain't that they would cheat. That's the destroyer. They were sent to destroy your life, the Terminator. Yeah. And even if they come back 10, 12 years later with the half body crawling, still trying to get you, they still gonna do that.
But you know what?
Ford got a message yesterday, hi, from a foreign number, because they don't think they're possessed. It's possession. And they think that you're going to take them back because idolatry, and they feel like you're going to worship them. And it's been enough time that passed that you forgot all the bad things and you see them doing these good things, and you're going to treat them the way that you did in the beginning so they can stump on you
But
and
let
take
me tell you how sensitive these creatures are. See, they betray you and they know that that's what's going to hurt you. But these little fragile, sensitive creatures, all it takes is your silence to kill them the way it's killing you. Because when they do you dirty and they betray you and leave, all you got to do is shut up. Say nothing. Show them no pain, no reaction. And they be like, damn, I didn't get her or get him like I wanted to.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to eat them up inside, because now they're going to feel like they did all that for nothing. If that's how you get them. You just, I don't care how much it hurts you. Don't let them see that pain, because that's what they want. But then now you just be quiet and you don't react. Just let them do what they do. If you got to cry in silence, cry when they not around, do that. But don't do it in their face, and they going to feel dumb.
Because that's worship. Your pain is worship. You still putting worship to an idol.
Right.
You can't give them no pain, no nothing, because you start that thing out, and that's the only thing that get to them, because that thing inside of them needs your worship. I was a reactor. Me reacting, that's what they want to keep you for. If you the one that's gonna react like this ain't gonna happen, they love that. They can feed on that forever. You know how one episode of you professional you getting going to jail because you done did some crazy stuff, that can feed them for about 6 months or so. Just talking about it, filming it, doing whatever they done did, to embarrass you. You gotta just understand. The first time, see, we didn't walk away the first time. We didn't walk away the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time. We hung in there, and then we felt like we're going to get a return on an investment to that kingdom, because we like, okay, we're going to work it out. Now we about 2 years in. Now we 3 years in. Now this is who I know. I don't know the other people, so I'm going to just deal with what I know. At least we know each other. Now, 10 years later, they still the same. You like, well, now we working it out. We both just toxic. No, they are a waster. A waster spirit comes with the kingdom of darkness that they are tethered to. Waster. They will waste your time.
The only time that's wasted is ours, because they're doing what they're meant to do, which is destroy people. And we allow them, we let them overstay their welcome. Yes. Because we're always trying to give them chance after chance after chance, but they hold grudges. They don't give us chances. They stick around because that big betrayal in the end, they figure that's going to settle the score in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's their job, is to make you hurt like they feel like you made them hurt when you approach them about something they did. You call them out on their BS. These people hate that, and they plan to destroy you in the end because you made them face a side of them that their caregiver told them that was always there, that they ain't ish, that they ain't gonna be nothing in life, that you are this, you are that, and they are everything that their caregiver said that they were gonna be, because that's what they were determined to be, because that's what they were called. And a lot of them think that a lot of them went through this trauma of being called this and that. This is the standard they set as a child. Some parents tell you ain't gonna be ish just like your daddy because you're showing traits of your daddy. You're doing what your daddy did. These people are evil at a young age. It's learned behavior. This is not something, I don't believe in this mental disorder. I don't believe in that. I believe everything that a person does to somebody is learned behavior.
They demonize the generational curses. And then what they have done, they have made covenants and contracts practicing evil. The Bible tells us, he said, do not practice divination, sorcery, enchantment, witchcraft, necromancy. Those who do such things, death. So, Satan a legalist. He goes straight to the courts of heaven. He be like, "Hey, God, they doing this. I got him." That's what he do. People get mercy, they get grace, and try to figure this out, but they repeatedly, every day they wake up and they decide, "I'm gonna choose evil. I'm gonna choose Satan."
Oh yeah.
They got free will, so they practice witchcraft. Every time that somebody is telling you that gaslight, what they call gaslight in psychiatry is witchcraft. If you are manipulating somebody's free will by giving them wrong information, by making their nervous system feel a certain way, walking on eggshells, and then lying to them and psychologically doing stuff, that's witchcraft. So they are practicing witchcraft. And once they practice witchcraft, that did Jazzy, she on it. Leviathan on it. Because they made vows. They said, nobody gonna ever have control over me. They was on it. The demons was like, we got power to help you do that. And then you're gonna get souls for my kingdom. And they up there soul collecting. They doing all of this stuff, and it's soul collecting for Jezebel, for Lilith, for Baal, for all of them things. That's what the church need to be teaching, because that's what the war is against. Because when the narcissists leave, then the dreams come. When all of this other stuff comes, there's something attacking you at night. You feeling like you're doing some things.
Man, I slept like a baby when that demon left the first night. My body felt at peace. I promise you. I slept like a baby. It did not hit me what happened until the next day, because I got mine.
Yeah, you're asleep, but once them spirit spouses come, the spirit spouses do things in a dream. So if you feel like you're getting married in a dream, having a baby in a dream, doing the do in a dream, eating in a dream, all of those are kind of signs of spirit spouses, or being in water, or having a snake, or being chased. These are the way that kingdom work. So when narcissists leave, they are assigned for destruction. It all hell be breaking loose. We think like, okay, they out, we don't have nothing to do with them. No, that is not how that works. The devil just temporarily removed them, but they're always planning your destruction, your demise. Years later, you might hear something that say they're attacking.
Somebody said they don't think they have a conscience. That's what drives their behavior. They have a conscience because they just don't want the guilt. They don't want the shame. That's the conscience. When you say they don't have a conscience, you dehumanizing a human. They're human, just like we are. They just evil. They are demonic, and they chose evil. They have a conscience, and that conscience causes shame and guilt, which they don't like to feel, because they can't blame other people for what they did if they have to feel these feelings. Oh, they have a conscience. Right. That's what drives their behavior, because they don't want to feel those emotions.
So they have, like, when we look at in Timothy, when he talk about don't keep repeatedly doing evil, or you're gonna sear your conscience, it's like with a hot iron. So if you have a radiator that burn out, like your conscience, and it's the soul, it's like you got conscience and consciousness. But when with the Holy Spirit connects with is your moral compass, your conscience. That's how you hearing God's voice. When you constantly burning that out, the moral compass is gone. They call it moral compass, but that's not there in people who have these antisocial disorders. It's not there.
Yeah, so, it goes beyond morals. It goes beyond morals. They don't have no humanity.
They don't have.
That's what it is.
So if you still like a candy bar, at first, God gonna be like, hey, you gonna feel something naturally. You're gonna feel that conviction. If you keep doing that, you're gonna burn that conviction out. So you won't feel that conviction. And then start that radiator process where you searing your conscience. And he talk about it in Timothy, I think it's 1 Timothy 4:1 or one of those. But he talk about a seared conscience. But that's what they do. Since they repeatedly do evil, the ability that they disconnected, they're spiritually dead. People that spiritually dead, they're not connected with God. So the spirits that are driving them are only spirits from Satan's kingdom. It can be lust, it can be charm, it can be deception, it can be fear, it can be whatever. He got legions of them, but they're not connected with God. They're children of wrath. That's how Jesus described them in Ephesians. He was like children of wrath, just like we once were before we accepted salvation and was born again. You gotta have the Holy Spirit in order to have life. But they don't.
See, but that's the thing. I'm looking at a lot of people saying they love chaos. Let me say this. They love controlled chaos. They only like chaos when it's to confuse you. They don't like chaos when you're calling them out on something, because now they're not controlling it. You're controlling it. You got to understand it's always a power struggle. And they do like their peace, but they will create chaos when you on to them. When you have them cornered, that's when they like chaos. They need that chaos. And they go into a rage when you have them cornered. And by any means is destroy the threat. Get rid of the threat. And that's why a lot of them become abusive, because you have them cornered. No, this man didn't come back here eating on here.
I wanted to get my spaghetti.
What we eating on?
Let me get me an energy bar.
And these people, I mean, they wicked, and they do the most, because they destroy you physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, emotionally. They break you all the way down, all the way. These demons are relentless. And then they plant these little seed children that they give off, and then that's a whole battle. And then once they know, because the Satan know what he left. He know what he left in the house. So then he know, like, you're going to have these hardships. Then here comes, his little trick come back. I just wanted to be a family, and you still mad because did you see a doctor because you got that temper.
Hold up.
That's what they do.
But why does the same person that assured you that you ain't it, you ain't, I don't want you no more, don't be upset, don't be mad, don't be angry, is the same person coming back like you owe them, like you owe them forgiveness, you owe them another chance, you owe them, no, you owe me to let me back.
Because throughout the whole entire thing, they're always telling you they're putting up with your BS. So they feel like you owe them something because they feel like they put up with your BS or all the stuff I've done for you. It's always that. They've done something, they've done it one time. But they always say, I always do this, I always do that. Just because you did something one time doesn't mean that you always do that. But they be so sure in the end that they're done, and they crap on you so bad and treat you so bad thinking they not gonna need you. But I'm telling you, life puts them right back on that doorstep. And they don't, and a lot of them don't even come back humble. They come back talking crap. Like you said, like you owe them a conversation, or you owe them a spot in your life after what they just did to you. A lot of them don't come back with that charm or trying to love bomb you again, because they feel like you still that doormat. If you gave them a conversation, you allowed them to come into your space to even ask you a question or have a conversation with you, they don't owe you ish.
They will come in, look in your refrigerator. I'm telling, oh my God, if you breed with them, the breeders are the worst. They will come, it could be 10 years later, you might hear a voice, they in your refrigerator. I'm telling you, after all of this stuff that happened, they did so many numerous things that police had to get involved. You had to go to court. You had to look like this. You had to explain that. All of this stuff, never on your defense. They'll show up, but they ain't there for your defense. You think they are, but then when words start coming out their mouth, it's total opposite of what I ever discussed in the car. They do all of that, and then they come back. They'll be in your refrigerator because they breed it, even though the children can be teenagers. And they act like nothing happened. Like y'all just finna have a conversation. Like this.
Yeah.
That's how Delulu they are. It's literally Delulu. Delulu land.
So again, I'm asking the question. How is it that we still believe they don't went somewhere and not got it together? How can we believe that somebody that was so toxic? You got to question yourself. How is it that somebody who has shown me, guys, I promise you, a person that's not toxic, they're not going to show you that.
Hey, Harry-o.
Listen.
Well, no, before you move on, I don't want this to get too far. Somebody wants your website for a consult. You might want to answer that first before you move on.
Just inbox me on Facebook. Inbox me on Facebook or Instagram. Just send me an inbox. I'll get it to you.
Okay, carry on. Cheerio.
Again, the question of the hour. The question of the hour is how? I want to know how, guys. The same way y'all want to know why. The same way that the people want to know why the narc does, why they still doing good. I want to know, how are they doing good? How can you believe somebody who has shown you? If you saw somebody abuse an animal, you witnessed it with your own eyes. You saw that they are abusive and that they cannot be trusted around this animal. You've seen it now. How can you believe this is an animal lover over here? You just saw them beat and torture this other animal. And over here, you thinking they are something totally different. Listen, you lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself if you believe someone has shown you a characteristic that they are abusive, that they are argumentative, that they will put you down. They've shown you that they will cheat on you. They've shown you that they will start arguments and fights with you. And you believe that they went somewhere
and get you arrested.
Guys, they got you thinking that they went somewhere to act right because they got you thinking you were the person that kept starting those arguments. You're the person that was cheating. You're the person that was fighting. Or you're the person that caused the cheating. You're the person that got the police around us. You're the person that keeps all this negative energy. That's what they got you believing. And you believe in it. Listen, I don't care where you put a narcissist. Listen to me. I don't care where you put a narcissist. Okay? They ain't ever gonna do right.
No.
For nobody. You sitting around here, you thinking, oh, but what if this new person is their type?
I'm telling you, I had to dream. The one ex, he got sucked into hell. I mean, I tried to tell him, like, the dreams usually happen, like you kind of had this horrible expression on your face, but hell just sucked you in there, and you might want to change your life, but you know he didn't, so he's still doing everything that's gonna probably make that happen. But that's how they're not changing; they get worse. Yeah. If you were the type that were like trying to get your life together, if you were the type in God and you were all the Bible, they was pretending. They couldn't wait to end it with you. They like doing all of the wicked stuff that they do. The stuff he doing now is reckless, even though he still got to keep up the church appearance, work at a church or whatever. But way worse.
They don't have to keep up that appearance because the churches ain't about nothing anymore. They all just as toxic. They're enabling, and a lot of them do the same thing. Hey, he don't have to keep up that appearance. It's not hard. Just like a priest can touch a kid and still stay in the church. I mean, they don't hide no more.
They don't.
But that's the image. The image is on Facebook. I'm this church guy. I'm this good dad. I'm that. You know, they have whatever character they create. And if you were the character they were imprinting, and they imprinted off of you, and they created a whole character based off of you, that's what they try to uphold. Yeah. Because the other ones, they're not trying to be like them. Like, they're not trying to do all that. You were the one. Okay, if you were the business person, now they're the business person. If you were in medical, they're in medical. If you were doing this, like they were mimicking, they were trying to imprint so they can build a character, an image for themselves. Because the one that they had was failing until you came along and rescued them. Because you came in and you helped them. They was over there limping, like the three-legged dog limping. Then we rescued them, we put them together, and they like, I need to be like that, because then they get those people. That's what they do.
Lady T said, she said she wonder how the Narc gonna be on Judgment Day. Gonna tell Jesus and God. I never said that.
Oh yeah, that didn't happen.
I didn't do that.
That didn't happen. That's not true.
Masters of deception,
Yeah.
masters of lies, master cheaters.
Pour it to the core.
Listen,
Pour it to the core.
you don't have any positive attributes that you can talk about when you talk about narcissists, because everything that you gonna remember when at the end is going to be extremely negative. Everything. They're not going to leave you with how great of a such and such or so and so they were. Listen, whatever they do that's good, they have 10 things that are so bad that you won't even recognize anything that was good coming from that monster. Period. You're living this fantasy in your mind that I can make this work. I can make this work if I just get a little more time, and they'll come around if they just see that, if they just know that I'm somebody that loves them to the core, to the end, and I will never betray them. If I can just keep showing them that I'll never betray you, then they'll come around. And God,
But
they never gonna come around.
But you know what keeps us believing that, we can make it work? Because we think back to, maybe if I do that one thing I did and they bought me those flowers, I do that, we'll get back to that moment again. It's always a moment in time we go back to, we figure if we can get back to that person, then we can get them to be who they were. It's always us thinking that we changed for the worse and that we're responsible for the way that they're treating us. And that's not the case.
And guys, again, man, I'm not going to stop saying this to y'all. People who are good people, they don't have bad episodes. You don't have episodes of them crashing out. You don't have episodes of them. We had to call the police over here to restrain this person because they wouldn't stop crashing out, start beating on people. They start hitting people. They start cussing and hollering and going crazy. Good people don't do that. And narcs, anything goes with a narcissist. Anything goes. They making you believe because you want to believe. They're not making you believe. You want to believe that they are savable. You want to believe their relationship. You want to believe that you found someone and you're willing to deal with all the lies, the deception, and everything else that you're dealing with, because you're like, well, sometimes people need help. Sometimes people need a bigger chance. You continually to make excuses to be able to be with that person. They're not showing. It's not that they're not showing you they are not relationship material, because they are showing you that. You just,
and we get deceived.
It's easy if I just stay here and build on this trifling situation instead of going to start something new, where at least you have the opportunity to possibly live a good situation there. And if you see the signs that don't show you that this is a good person, keep it moving, guys. Right. Listen, I know. I don't have writings on this. I'm just using my own personal opinion. When they talk about in the Bible, when it talks about the war in heaven, and they said, what was it? Satan had convinced how many? Was it
a third of the angels?
1/3 of the angels. It's my belief that he convinced more than half of the angels. Because when I say that, and the only reason that I say that is because I'm looking at just as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. So when we say narcissism today, more than half of these people look and act like narcissists, right?
Yeah.
So, but also, if you're going to war, even though I know Satan is stupid, but if you're going to war, why would you go to war and you only got 1/3, and you're going up against God who got the other 2/3? How could you possibly win?
Because he's the Lulu. He they daddy. But this how it is. The angels, the fallen angels, they got bound. Like they got punished around the flood time. This they children, them giants in them. So they were abominations. They didn't have a soul. Only God give people a living soul. They are spirits, disembodied spirits. So these demons that are running around, billions and billions and billions of them, because there's billions of them, these spirits are in the in-between. So our world is interacting with that. That's where they get that ether. That's what CERN. Remember CERN, Cernoculus, the angel that had the star that opened the bottomless pit, the abyss. That happened in 2012. So some things came out, and it's open right now until July 2026. The things that came out of the abyss, that's what we dealing with. So now they getting bodies. The narcissist was the best body to get, because if they can separate the human spirit, put it in prison, they got a body, they got a soul and a body to work with. That's why they're doing what they're doing now. All of this demonic technology is to get the in between. That's why CRISPR say the I in CRISPR mean in between stuff. They get the in between dead spirits, the ancestors, all in whatever they want to call it, a body. And then now we got things that's walking around here that's Nephilim, Walking Dead, zombies, all of that. The narcissist is gone. Like they only Jesus can get a spirit out of Sheol. That's it. What they have there is a bunch of demons using soul energy in a physical body to destroy humanity. They free will gave their will over to serve the devil. So he taking a body. That's why they got the dead eyes. They look at you and they got the dead eyes. That's when something else is in there looking back at you.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it too. Oh my God. Oh, it's nothing nice when you look into them eyes and they all dark and black. I mean, you can literally, if when you in an argument and you look in them in their eyes, you can literally see them change. You can see them glaze over and change. That's like the spookiest thing you could ever see in your life.
Yeah. Yes. And they got a body, and it's like they want to produce this army, this demonic army, and they want to produce offsprings so they would get with you, and the demons in them would say they'll tap in. It's Dipsica. If you look at double-minded in the book of James, which is Jacob, but double-minded is the only time they use that word, and it's Dipsica in Greek, and it means two souls. So you got two things in one body. Narc this thing, narc this thing. You don't know which one you're dealing with. That's how it is. And so when they checked out, because they signing this contract daily, saying, yeah, I'm gonna practice witchcraft. You're gonna give me control and power. Okay, I'm gonna do this to them. I'll hurt them. I'll cheat on them. You can use me for sex. That's what they're doing daily. They daily making that decision. Just like we might make a daily decision to serve Christ. I'm a daily sacrifice. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that because I want to give God glory. I want to have a relationship with him. So now I'm not going to put them other things in my body. I'm not going to do that. They make the decision to do the opposite. I will destroy your children. That's where we at. And it's so many of them. And then it's so much happening. It's just weapons of mass destruction. That's who they are. Those were narcs. That's what they released, the weapons of mass destruction. Them. They opened up the abyss. Them things got a body. 2012. December 24th. Wasn't that the Mayans calendar? Remember that? That's when they cranked it open. That's when things changed. If we look at the timeline. You tired, Hario? You look tired.
I have so much noise going on in here. I had to mute. I'm waiting to unmute. Here come the crying grandbaby. My daughter just walked through the door. It's like, so I'm just on mute, sitting over here just listening.
I'm telling you, this been Narcville. So they are everywhere. You got, it's a hierarchy to this. You got some that's on some other stuff. I don't even know what they are. But you got these narcs. They are everywhere, and they know you got some light in you, and they gonna try to befriend you. They gonna do all of that stuff for destruction. And you can't go.
And that's the thing now. They doing all this stuff, and because society has made it normal, there's no shame no more. These people don't have no shame in what they do. They doing it like.
That's it. We live in a shameless society. That was a plan to have things so that you feel bad to shame people. To shame wrong. They got it set up now so you look some type of way when you calling people wrong. When you call wrong out, you look like, oh, you judging.
Yeah.
Just because you have an opinion or you may have been grown up with some manners or something. That's how this devil works. Yeah. And they want
to silence your voice. That's the whole thing. If you talking about anything that's gonna help somebody, because love, like the whole point of even having a gospel is for hope. There's no hope. You know, when you take away the gospel, what's the hope? So the hope is, yes, this is a horrible world. We was born into this stuff. The family did horrible things. God never meant for that. He got an escape plan for free. You don't even have to go and put nothing, no chicken, none of that stuff. You ain't got to go put on a cake, none of that, for free. And he got it for you. You just be like, I just need help. He got you. He like, I know you ain't gonna be able to do this on your own. Come with me, and then he gonna start that process. Get his living spirit in there. You need the Holy Spirit. You got this. That's your course. The narc ain't trying
to know what
they are, God.
I seen a situation where a person had abused somebody, and that person had sent the video to some people that this person knows. And do you know these people told that person and took that person's side? And some of them being a woman, you would think if a woman see a man beating on another woman, she would not be okay with that. And that's the society that we live in today, where everything is okay now because you have women that will stand together against abuse. Now you have women like, my loyalty is to this person. I don't know you. So I'm going to tell this person what is out there, what's being said about them. They're not looking at what this person done. They're looking at warning this person that this information is out here about you. And that's what it has come to now. People are numb to a lot of things now. People are selfish. They are uncaring. They are unloving. It's all about them now. And society said that it's okay. See, the devil used to hide in plain sight. And when we start exposing that, he just decided that he would make it look normal, where it's acceptable to society, where, like Harriet said, you could be shamed for calling somebody out on what they did. And that's exactly what they did to that woman. Shamed her for exposing that video footage of that man beating on her. And it didn't used to be like that.
No. And these people that these narcissists and got with, a lot of y'all probably went to court, and of course they're gonna bring in the next person as somebody that they'll say, hey, you know, they was like, they got in trouble for their domestic situation, and they was like, well, what if I bring this other person? Won't that make me look better and make them look bad? And they did it to make somebody feel pain. When somebody is able to destroy a home, whether they act like they knew about you or not, that person got some of that same demon inside of them. So they did not go to a better situation. What they went to was their home of the dirty pond. And don't let them come back to your pond to get all shiny and cleaned up because they want to be king and queen in the dirty pond. They let them stay in a dirty pond. Christ got to clean them up. If they don't want him, that's it. They got the whole, that's it. The wicked, they don't have hope like that. Like that's their, we talk about karma and stuff. They reap what they sow every day. They getting pimped by the devil daily.
Come
Daily.
on. Come on.
But you know what? They're making it acceptable to be a home wrecker now. That's a flex. If you go on TikTok, that's all you hear is that's a flex. Women happy to be the side piece and, breaking up happy homes. And I saw something earlier where a woman commented on something that said, I didn't break up a happy home. I just found one with cracks. I'm like, whoa.
And they doing all of that. But you know who ain't never changed? God. His words stay the same. And in the same one, the Bible that I've been reading and flipping these pages, the more I read it, he ain't playing with idolatry. Number one thing. He even got it in Revelation. That's the stumbling block. Narcissistic relationships, idolatry. Whether it's idolizing them or yourself, because they make us feel a certain kind of way. That's what the whole idealization is, which is idolatrization. So they put you on a pedestal that felt good. That's idolatry. That's what you're striving to feel again. That's that worship. So you want some worship, they want some worship. Ain't nobody thinking about God because he got some words to say. And he was like, if you doing this, he cutting you out. That's a cursed object. The narcissist that's not serving Christ, they don't even want them. They antichrist. The antichrist is the gatekeeper. They will say they go, but everything they do is against everything that love is for. They do the opposite of love. So with them, that's a cursed object. When you have an accursed object in your home, that's it. Because it's saying Zechariah 5, if they a liar and a thief, there's a scroll that come down from heaven and it be in the house of every liar and a thief with curses on it. God ain't changed that. So when people going through all these calamities, they laying next to the cursed object. New supply, laying next to the cursed object, their life gonna be destroyed. The next supply, their life about to be destroyed because them scrolls is following that narc. The next supply, their life destroyed.
And you know what? That's who they are anyway.
Yes.
Well, the moment you agree to sign up with any type of deal with them, you've already agreed for destruction. Because there's nothing in this world that a narc will have anything to do with that is not going to fall. And that's guaranteed. Everything they touch will fall. And if you happen to be in a relationship, a marriage, whatever, it is guaranteed it will fall.
Let them be with the other narc. The new supply, they more equally yoked. If you are a female and your narc, not your narc, but the narc you was with, your destroyer, if that thing went to another female, you are saving probably a really good male from destruction by letting that go. Let them have each other. They need to be with each other. They equally yoked. They can't
see, but that's the thing though. But even though they run and go be with another one, now they have somebody they could team up with to destroy somebody. So it doesn't necessarily mean that a person that's out of the clear, because you best believe each one of those narcissists have somebody that they want to antagonize, and now they could team up with that person and antagonize the girlfriend or the boyfriend, and they tag teaming, because that was the situation that happened with this narc and who he ran off to. When I stepped back out the picture, they now had her baby daddy to antagonize, who reached out to me, and I said, look, I don't want nothing to do with this, and blocked them. You know what I'm saying? That's
ain't that something how that felt? How that whole situation unraveled? Because if they thought that when they found out that China laughing at us, it wasn't funny no more. It wasn't cute no more.
Right.
But so they gotta find somebody that cares. Well, guess what? It's done. It's over.
You have to walk away.
The narcissist don't see any more attraction to that person. Because he's like, man, hold up. China ain't mad, and your ex ain't mad. So like, I ain't about to come over here and act right for you. No,
they'll be miserable. If it's two narcs, They will go on a whole rant. That can work forever because they're miserable together, destroying people. But
I mean, it didn't work, Keisha, because they came on here several times, day in and day out, trying to tag team me in here, and I gave them no energy, and eventually they had to, stop. But you think they not sitting in here tonight? You think they don't sit in here any other night? They just know that they can't get a reaction out of me. So it's pointless to even say anything. Now they're just fans. He gave up the VIP section to go sit with the fans and let them be a fan.
There you go.
And they will continue on a Bonnie and Clyde destructive journey. The whole goal, because in these times it say the wicked gonna be more wicked and the righteous gonna be righteous. Like whatever you gonna do, you gonna still do. But he finna return. And we at a point now, we got about a year. 2027, they got a plan to hook people to the hive. So you got a little bit of free will time, to change and repent so that God can cover your mind. Because this is a different plan that's on a different level. And what that whole narcissistic situation, their relationship, it ain't even a relationship. It's just two people being pimped by the devil that is just giving their bodies to everybody, and then they come together to do evil things, evil shenanigans, and they might have to leech off each other unless they can get hosts. That's it. That's all that would be. And you have to remain out of the picture so that if you got free from that, don't ever go back to the pit, because they're parasitically looking for a host, and that's all. They just need a host.
Listen,
you saw that too, Harry, y'all. They said your energy bar didn't work.
I'm getting old. That's what it is. I'm getting old.
Right.
It's exactly what happens. And on that note, we're going to get up out of here. We're going to give y'all some final words for this evening. It was an incredible evening. Definitely some energy. I wasn't the energy tonight, but hey, I did my best. I'm trying to tell you, listen, I am blessed, man. A dude smashed my car, totaled it.
Yeah.
And I am here to tell y'all about it. I am here feeling good, in good health, good frame of mind. I'm blessed. And I'm saying I'm blessed regardless of what's going on around me, because I'm free from this devil and I'm not bound by this devil.
Yes.
So that's what frees me. That's what makes me free, that I'm not dependent on it. I'm not stuck to it. I'm not bounded, and I'm not under the weather because of it. I'm not feeling some type of way. I don't feel a loss. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waking up every single day like I got 10 fingers, I got 10 toes, I got 2 eyes. I'm looking, I'm seeing, I'm tasting, I'm smelling. I'm doing everything that makes sense. I'm living my life. I'm moving forward. Guys, when you look back at what you went through with the narc, when you look back at it and do your evaluation, listen, when you look back at what you went through and do your evaluation, man, you better give yourself some love, because you made it through something that you wasn't supposed to make it through. People go out here and turn into all kinds of vices because they can't get over somebody, because they just can't give up that dream. We supposed to be this, and I thought we were going to be that. Yeah, we were supposed to be it, but we not. We don't get along. We you're abusive. You're negative. You come in here and it's just too much. And that's the mindset you gotta have. Like, hey, man, guys, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. From the beginning, you really want to be able to cut people off, because, guys, being an empathic person, when you find somebody and you love that person, you're gonna do anything in the world for that person. So if you grab a narc and try to love that person, you're just going to live a torturous life, and it can keep going and keep going until you one day hear this word that's going to help you away from it.
Yep.
You will get stuck in it. So, having said that, I want the ladies go ahead and give it to them. Go ahead and give it to them. Give them
Yeah.
something.
Wait a minute. Can we all wish Liberty a happy birthday? Her birthday is
Happy
Monday.
Liberty,
birthday.
liberty, liberty.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Liberty. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, what did I do?
it's to kind of leave people with something. We really have to be thankful for just being able to be out of this situation. Because if we think that they went and they got with somebody and that stuff is better,
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you the POV on how the Narc bill goes down. One of the exes got with somebody from the studio stuff, right? They find them all the time, and then the person she was with was a Arab that had like all of this stuff. Message me, okay, and give me the info. Like message me this stuff and let me know where they're at and showing me messages of what she's saying about him. She's messaging the guy she's with, like, I'm with this lane, come pick me up, I'm here at this location, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna do a threesome and all of that. She's saying all of that to her dude, and then her dude sending me the message like that's where they at. And then because he was like, I don't even know why you with that person, and you look how your pictures look or whatever. I guess they was doing some type of stuff, but he was like, you actually look like how your pictures look. But he was saying this is where they at, and they were like beefing. But when I went up there, this is how crazy it is in Narcville. She got mad because her dude messaged me the information, and she wanted to fight me over her dude, but yet the person I'm with is the one cheating on me. Ain't that some stuff? That's Northville. See, if it was just cheating, you can just deal with just cheating, but it's the insanity. How are we fighting over somebody I don't even know that sent me a message about somebody cheating with the person I'm supposed to be with? This is the only type of things you would deal with when you be with a narcissist. It will never get better. It only get worse. You can be in there for 20 years hoping for the better. My sister-in-law still married to my brother 30 years. He been with the mistress almost 20. That's the kind of life that is. That everything is with and that ain't even the mistress ain't even the one that go there. It's other ones that go to other things. You got a mistress and a mistress. You know, that is what it is. So are you hoping for the 50th year anniversary because they're so old in the wheelchair they're not going to be able to cheat on me? They're not going to look at anybody else. It's finally going to be my turn again. That's the only delusional hope that the devil puts in people's mind that think that this narcissist is something worth talking back to. Because even at that time, they're gonna rather frisk that nurse or that nurse before they give you all that attention. This is their mission was done. Once they got you hook, line, and sinker, that was it. They put the spell on you. They know that the demons got that on automatic to destroy your life until you detach from them. They were never meant to be in your life. We put them in our life. We made them an idol. God said, no, they're a cursed object. Don't be with them. He wants to be first in our life. He wants to be our God. He wants that attention. He's a jealous God. Like, he's not going to let you serve the devil and then still expect to get the blessings he give you to the devil. He loves us too much for that. And we have to start learning like what we were in, no matter what it felt like. It was a setup from the devil to destroy our life. And that thing will send another vessel and calling pigeons until we understand what happened and start breaking off generational curses and come out of agreement and get ourselves together. Because that none of that stuff was real. It was all Delulu land. And they would never make that stuff work. And if he can give you a terminal illness, that is his agenda. That's why we have to live. We have to live life. God gave us life abundantly. He gave us the ability to be able to have joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, all that on this earth. We don't have to wait until it's over to get that. We have an inheritance. The narcissist, terminator, destruction. None of the narcissist people that they got with, I can't find not one female that they have made their life better before me or after me. Not one female out of all the narcs I've been with can say this person came in my life and made it better. They all were getting destroyed, and some are still being destroyed. And they will communicate that they ruined my life. I loved him. I can't believe they did this. They hit me too. That's the kind of destructive path that they live. That's what I'm gonna leave you with, because they're gonna come back fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean. They gonna say, hey, I missed you, and oh now, and cracking jokes, chuckle.
My family back. Let me get my family back.
Yeah. They can be chuckle. Think Chucky, child's play. Don't do it. That's all I'm gonna leave you with. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't watch them holiday movies because they're gonna make you feel like I want to be in love. Don't do it, because the narc, they're gonna be knocking or sending them messages from strange numbers. Hey, you. Hi.
Not that.
I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm gonna say this. They expect you to take them back, and sometimes, when they knock on your door, you feel obligated to take them back because they come with like these little sob stories. Oh, the street's been mean to me, and this happened, and I just needed to work on me. Every excuse, but you can't pray for something new to apply to something old. God just can't do it. And you can't pray for peace while entertaining chaos. It doesn't work that way. See, y'all take them back thinking that these people are fixable. But I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again because I know it's some people who have not heard this. But these narcissists, they always say, I'm going to go to therapy. They never go to God. Never go to God.
Come on.
Always run to therapy. Therapy is only a place where they can manipulate. They don't run to God because they can't manipulate God. And so if they come back talking about, oh, I'm going to go to therapy or I'm going to therapy, they need to go to God because that's the only person that can change that situation. And God do not allow us or want us to return back to our vomit. So don't take these people back.
Ooh. She said, just as a dog returns to his vomit, a fool returns to his folly. I remember that one. Good gracious. I remember that one. So, oh man, guys. We are in, ladies and gentlemen, you are in the fight for your life right now. All right. And it ain't no other way to put it. You are in the fight of your life right now. You are at that day. The day of judgment we always heard about. Nobody quite knew what it was going to be like. But that's where we are.
Yep.
So I want everybody to just be informed, man. You see it, and it's gonna get a lot uglier. But just remember one thing: the most important part of all of this, of everything that we're going through, everything that we're seeing, all of the chaos, all of the craziness, it's happening for the best. It's beautiful that it's happening because this place has to go through this cleansing process to make it better. It ain't gonna get better going the way that it's going. It can't. This devil has been allowed to drive this world straight into hell, and damn, this Joker did a good job. I will say the Narcs did a good job turning it into hell. But guys, the one thing that you always got to remember is that we win. In the end, we win. When you find yourself going through all kinds of turmoil, all kinds of craziness, guess what? You better look out, because it's a blessing coming. You're not going to advance in life without being tested on any level, guys. That's your body, your mind, your spirit, your finances, everything. If you don't get tested, that means you're not going any higher. The more difficult the test, the higher you get to go. So don't look at things that come into your life negatively. Oh man, the Narc just left me hanging and just went through this and I'm going through that and I got this going on. No, be the person that just appreciates all of it. Like, hey, you know what? I didn't like that, but you know what? I appreciate the fact that, hey, I'm still here and I still have an opportunity to win. That's what I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful for all of y'all. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I want y'all to take that with you. We're about to start doing this show earlier, y'all, because I'm turning into an old man over in here, y'all. Oh my goodness, brother Hype Man, appreciate you, big dog. Yes, indeed, brother Hype Man. Wow, thank you so much for that super chat. Said absolute awesome live stream. Thank you, brother. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed, man. I sure enough appreciate you, and we appreciate you. The ladies always come in here with something right up out of real life. How y'all like that? Something right up out of real life.
Real life.
You can't. You cannot make this stuff up. So we're gonna leave y'all the same way we came in here, man. You know, it started out a little rough because we dealing with the internet. They don't want y'all to feel this positivity. They don't want y'all to be able to go somewhere where you can get rejuvenated. We want you to go somewhere where you're gonna be mad at people. You're gonna be mad at men, or you're gonna be mad at women at the end of the night. That's what the internet wants you to do. They need us to be distracted like that. Yeah. Needs us to be distracted like that. But we ain't doing it, and we calling it out.
Yeah. Let me say this too. They also want us to they don't want us on here because, like I said, we're calling out this behavior as not a disorder. And when you do that, you disrupt their money, you disrupt their system. And so because it helps them by diagnosing them, we go to them with the abuse. Now we have a mental illness and now everybody's on pills. It's all a system that they're trying to put all us in. And when we call it out and we call BS on this information, that this disinformation that they're putting out, they want to shut stuff down and make difficulties when you're trying to go on air. And that's exactly what they did.
Come on.
I might be locked out of my system for 90 days. I don't know what happened. I got hackers. I was finally going to do a live. And it said I'm locked out for 90 days. I said, what?
Keisha, I saw somebody in the chat said that some of your stuff was deleted.
Yeah, all the time. I'm telling you, Beyonce AI, they be doing that because they wicked.
If you don't see it yourself, you will not believe it.
Yes, that's how y'all know we telling the truth. If we wasn't telling the truth, the stuff will be promoted. But when all of this happened, it's because it's the truth.
Sometimes people who are in the chat don't see their comments. Most people don't get the notifications of the show. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on, but understand it's a reason for it. Yeah, hey, look, out of all the content that could be just kicked to the curb, hey, they're choosing this right here. So I'm saying that tells you that we being hated on. And guys, when you being hated on, that means you coming to the table with something that they feel.
You know what, Harry-O? Since you're retired, I want to start back doing Mondays. Let's do Mondays. You see, I be coming in on your Wednesdays. It's takeover.
Only if it's early. Yes, indeed. Only if it's early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah, we're gonna work on the time. Let's talk about the time, and then we're gonna work it out.
See, they said they missed Monday.
Because you gotta get help, and when the pain is fresh, it's like
I get
every
it.
time you get help.
When you're going through this, you literally need somebody to talk to you every day.
Every day, yes.
That's real. When you and guess what?
Love you guys too.
People been going through it forever. But the bottom line is you know, you want to hear information and you want to hear different things, and actually you need that reassurance. Guys, don't feel no type of way because you wondering what's going on over there. That's natural. You do need that reassurance that, man, you don't want to know what's going on over there. You don't want to be around that. If you know what I know, you would be praying for your ex. You would be praying for that Narc. Because I'm going to tell you, God said vengeance is his. And he will repay. You hear that?
And that's why you don't open that door, because when they come back, they be at rock bottom. And I've seen rock bottom, and rock bottom is rock bottom. Let that rock stay tied to their back, kick their ass in the river, and let them drown. Don't open that door.
Don't be just they feet stinking. They feet, butt, cracks, folds, everything gonna be stinking.
That's
Do not do it.
exactly how it is, man. That's exactly what it is. Guys, I'm telling y'all, man, when y'all see him broke down, it ain't nothing nice. That's what it ain't nothing nice. And you just want to see them get back what they gave you. But that ain't how God repays. That's not how karma works. Karma, like, nah, I ain't gonna just get you for what you did. Karma is coming to you to give you what you intended on doing. With the way you was looking at the situation, that's how you gonna get it back. That's how they get their karma back. So there it is. And on that note, guys, it's a good night. Ladies, thank you for coming through and doing what you do. And send me a text on, unless you got a new phone number, John. Send me a text.
No, I still got that number. I got two numbers. I got two.
Well, trying to change numbers, man. I'll be like, I don't even save them in my phone no more because I got about 5 of them in there. I'll be like, oh my goodness, channel 1, channel 7, channel 3. Oh my goodness, man.
Like, this what y'all need. We got a team. I'm telling you, we got a team that keep it real. That's what we need, because I'm telling the ones on here, we gonna keep it real.
We had talked about before just going into the podcast. So that's what I think we're gonna focus on right there for the Monday. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna focus on just a little bit of a different direction, and we can be a little more blunt. Because guys, real talk, what we looking at right now, 2026 gonna be a mean joker, y'all. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I don't want y'all to feel like you ain't gonna be living no more. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is that as this thing becomes more transparent for everybody, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to deal with and navigate through this. It is, and that's why you're gonna need all the help. Everybody gonna need all the help that we can get.
Yeah. Every
last one of us. But we win. In the end, we win. We make it through, y'all. Okay, that's the answer to the test. Now, it's a hard test.
Yeah.
So be ready. And we're going to leave y'all the same way we came in here with number love. Peace and
Soul Train.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.